Chapter Hyasost, Surveillance. Mighty warriors joined Jonathan, now called Altheb, and his wife, Jah, handpicked from both of 13th Mission. Exel, a spinster, and the young woman when Inik discovered heading the men into camp, volunteered. Young saw herself as a worthy and trusted warrior, was a gift was told pity. Amarded was an interpreter, she could speak in Illinois, spoke no written, computer or humanoid. Fasa called only himself 100 times his size, and Joban was the opposite, however it is says to 100 times smaller. Only while the million had a visible have 100 times his strength, which it did, but Joban, at his height, had same powers facility of his smaller size, or his fanic named him. Harmega. Fender was a meadow, he was a weapon expert before joining one in Ikdu. His gift was the ability to emulate any weapon effect about, whether large or small. Masked men outly worn men of great strength, and lastly, Delia, Asset Sheffer, could transform into any person to shit or so. They also had a few warriors with them headed to Fane family. Members by their side. Alfred and Justine prepared all night for their long eaten half a journey to Kalma. That morning, they all headed southeast toward Faban in town of Las Lanas, New Mexico, avoiding all microtowns, as instructed by Winnie Nikdo. They all were equipped with fair weapons, communication devices, tablet, and what is known as Altheb survival kit. Supplicalidized survival kit consisted of 4 modified cubes for better clocking in, with increased dimensions, a transparent 10-foot cube cancel your body hit from radar, which was redesigned with Ab's help, and a first aid kit. They arrived at outskirts of the abandoned town of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Fassa and Zubin shared a cubby Becassi. Freed liking 8 cubes to differ, and no one got any sleep, because Fassa and Zubin snored the internet. Altheb usually called him, the Grizzlies, of Medinet Altenwar. Medinet Altenwar was Arabic, a name that Emad came up with to call no home, which meant, city of enlightenment. Altheb and Jah shared a cubby like 3 cubes, on for the Grizzlies of Medinet Altenwar, an offer for the rest of the men, an offer for the woman, and then for themselves. But they all gathered for the entity to differ. After a long day, Altheb sat at the center of the room, working in his tablet and his cube. He sent a screen to the wall. It was summoned while Mac somewhat did movies. His films dated back to and she sent Matu Samania, sent and ended somewhere around Hulet she sost Matu Asra Hulet. Very elements of them, but I think I've seen them all. Joy said. Just put in a comedy, he never deterred of him, plus Hollywood doesn't exist anymore, just his metaverse stuff. He gave her a tablet, pick something, and I'll watch whatever you watch. She swallowed for the tablet, calling out Titlas, all in the family, the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son. Altheb interrupted, when Inik once told me brother and me about enough first Wokatalian filmmakers and novelists during the being of Federa. Nanda Sturmichaks, were created for the Zealand and talking films. Hollywood films marginalized roles and prototyped stereotypes of blacks, so much started his own movie production company. His first silent film and the first Wokatalian film at that, in this country called Hums Theater, based on one of his novels. During the Jim Crow era, he released another silent film. Within our hiatus, made by a Wokatalian for Wokatalians and as the Wokatalian cast. His movie, Body and Soul, introduced Dr. Paola Robinson, a concert artist, stage and film actor, professional football player, and activist. Jessamel, Locatio, sounding like Winnie Nikvo. Altheb blushed and was about to speak when he saw something in the table. Hey baby, let's with Fetum. Is to with fit all the team with me brother, and the commercials were pretty sloppy if we were behind back then, compared to now. Yep, no what this is me first Salma sin, it has always been me and John. You picked up her communication device, you had to disappoint you and your brother arrangements, you can go home and call him her. Altheb said, if you didn't put that thing down, you was just stating the fact. Not a wish, silly Willie. Bring your ass sir, it's me and you against the world now. Bring fat ass to me. Joy said. Ok, yes sir. Altheb smell, me and you baby, just me and you. Just smell back and take the tablet. Now, you can but be something we both like. You always love comedy style. Alfred sat down next to Joy as she continued. We said to what Charles let Martin, baby, I'm back, and Nicker. Alfred passed show. Joy said, what are you doing? Alfred said, he was letting you finish talking. Joy smiled, I'm finished, let's watch the show. Alfred pressed play. As he laid his head in Joy's lap as he light, watching the show being casted, on the wall. Alfred checked the reader for anything soft and instant fed a tilted wall next to the screen as he watched classic 1000 movies. After watching a few shows, Alfred started rapping on with one of the 1000 songs. Joy looked at Alfred, saying you're staring, what is it? It does something stuck between me teeth again. It don't know why, you just didn't tell me stuff. Instead of staring at me, I feel like I need feedback. Joy smiled, Nasala Willard, he heard you sing, and you're pretty good. He went you to sing a song with him. Alfred blushed, I don't sing, I don't know where you get that from. Joy looked at him, he just heard ya. Alfred smiled, oh. Baby, fast rapping. Joy smiled, it's singing to me. Well, you helped me sing my favorite song. Alfred smiled, sure. Joy jumped up smiling, and Alfred loved when Joy got excited about something. She played a classic song entitled, Injury by Tama, that featured a rapper by the name of Fabulous. Singing, effect, you're truly something special, just, what my dreams are truly made of. Alfred was so impressed with her singing, and that she was singing too. Hand from to her. Her came in rapping, Lace game is plain insane. That was me, when he was a womanizing little boy, back then, women were distressed and thought that love didn't make no sense. But God opened my ears, and told me surprise, the found you. And transformed in Josie as Alfred opened up to her in the song. They finished at the church different until the end of the song. They wiped each other's tears, and Alfred looked at Joy. It is getting late, so, I'm going to call it a night. Joy turned to him, you went to watch another episode of Martin, and then he will join you. So I did something on the screen, good night, baby. Alfred, when arrested by Joy, got completely nutty and walked up to Joy. So I looked at him, as he caressed his penis, I told you love a comedy. Alfred said. You got jokes. You didn't say that other night. Joy jokingly said, as he stood up. What night? You didn't feel anything. We haven't had sex within the last 2 weeks, you're telling me something you don't know about. Alfred's penis slowly regressed and receded with his penis between her legs, whispering, you're gonna have to hear me. Memory, mister. Alfred looked into her eyes and whispered, he got work to do then. As he began to kiss her on the lips, as she began rubbing his back, he grabbed her with both hands, squeezing her butt. As he slowly, softly forced her butt in and out, making his penis up against her clitoris. Up and down, in and out, as he felt her teeth spreading all over his penis. He gently grabs her by the back of the head, kisses her neck, and gently beats her ears. Laying her down, she spread her legs open, and Alfred slowly penetrated her vagina. She made a slight jerky motion as he slowly went in and out, up and down. The warmth of her vagina made Alfred's penis throb. Just as balled up like a fist as he speeded up just a little. He grabs her by the back and flips them both over. Joy was now on top, and Alfred looked down at his penis while entering her vagina and saw it was flowing heavier. He grabs her by the breast, squeezing and massaging them as they become hard as demons while kissing them. She moved in and out, up and down, in and out, slow rotating from clockwise to counterclockwise. They both rushed as her vagina made a popping sound. Sweat dripped off both of them. She started feeling an orgasm coming, and so did he. They raced in fair movement as he grabbed her in and flipped her over. Right then, her orgasm began, and he penetrated deeper and deeper, till his feet, and still in the tips of his toes, and let out a loud grunt. They were heavily covered in sweat, and their lower bodies were covered in their juices. He fell on top of her as he lay her for a while, trying to catch their breath. Alfred's chin slowly descended, popping out of her vagina. They both were breathing heavily before he slowly rolled over. Jack could hardly catch her breath. Tell him, when you put it in up, and they both looked at each other and laughed. Alfred got up on his elbow, like a giant. Yes, I love you, Sismod, why? He said, yeah, McMaffy, have you never felt that in certain way that in Swiss, most of me life, and Sabbath had the nervous to bring me with, named Judd. Sismod and laid her head on his chest until he both fell asleep. Meanwhile, back at Marinette Altenwar. When Inekru, Jem, and Kenji were training when Abi Jam approached, with heavy band of men bought 75 or so shits, and another 70, fill 200 horses about 10 miles behind them approaching us from the east. Whipping the sweat from his brow, when Inek bottled Jummy and Alb. You two, grab your men, and let's see what will ever end, by the way, crab race. When Inek and his men exited Southgate, offer them Baspet separates it. It was Stanley trains into a rod of Marinette Altenwar. About halfway to the men and Jithits, when Inek said aloud, would pass men they have a so we can finally get rid of him. Having all ships orders posted in different locations, when Inek and 16 of his men approached them in a demon set formation. The closer they got to them, the more they spread out into one straight horizontal line formation. When Inek was stopped about a mile from the men, pulling out away the flag, and spoke to his men by his earpiece, top it to spare as many as he can, but he dubbed it. If he found on men will listen. If little. But, Sir just made be on. When Inek bowed his head and prayed, Sabbath, if all these men are evil, let them feel your wrath. However, if any of these men are not evil, let it be your will that somehow, they are spared. Amen. Virgin who heard his spot said, Amen. When Inek walked up, his Jesuits and horses were called us. As a matter of fact, gentlemen, we need to go get the Jesuits you overboard. When Inek saw a vision, sharp soldiers, yeah we'll pick off those cowlot, but I'm just stalling, while waiting for thousand horseback to get closer. When Inek led the way to flag to Haiti Grace, not knowing if it's cups, and said to Grace, make his molded tornado and make your way behind the men and horses, and call the lessons and walk your way towards us, quickly and quickly as possible. Then he told his men, stay within range and sought to call. Now standing about 3 to 4 yards from the men and Jesuits, when Inek said, go day, me friends. The men held up their weapons, and he called hero besotting, when Inek, get out of there. When Inek spoke softly back into his mic, albeit, I've seen everything before it has happened, remember. Then when Inek started talking to the men. Never meant that, me men are worried about me. Now. Worried would. Oh yeah, please lower your weapon. It makes me man kind of nervous, plus. We're just here to talk, right? Jevon ordered to lower their weapons by failure of the men rapid their descent 7 little when Inek was hate, and some men and very lowered their weapons as well. When Inek whispered into their pity to his men, all fans that didn't lower their weapons on me mark. It got 4 of them, kill me right, yeah I only told it them first. Men who appeared to be a little locked at when Inek, you are ever an imbecile or crazy. Well isn't sure heard for this land bounds to it in its distant Oedipus, and I am tall, the son and head commander of Oedipus. When Inek blocked at a man, it was him in charge, and him when Inek a servant of Sebath and Eben Ibsidistis there. What called it? Tell all smiled. Yes, you're an imbecile, first no way in hell, you're silly as scout have called Ibsidist. Now, tell your leader to show himself. When Inek held a finger up, at Cashapp. Then whispered into his earpiece. You need to call to fatten with the weightages plus on me mark. When Inek looked up at the men again, sorry about that, me man kept telling me you were working men, but he said no, all men are good, right? When Inek counted down in his mind, and fence out, now. A bullet went for Abdallah's skull, culling him as he fell to the ground. The rest of the men who had their weapons rest also fell to their deaths. As a man in front of when Inek reached for his weapon, when Inek quickly took to one stairs and called to women that were behind him before calling him. First the fireman standing there, now. When Inek looked at him, sorry about that, the men were a little bit afraid of reform. He spoke into his mic, yeah we'll see him rest their weapon, fascinated Toby. Call first, and we got the rest. Grab bent a man in front of him. A fourth man around, missing him as a shield while he took off his submarine started calling fast his mendant. Covered in blood, Tim and Fit were in horseback were upon him. When Inik held up his hands, yo! This is not what it seems, as he lowered his arms to sling the blood off his blade. Saying, Gracie behind him covered in blood, for she had discerned all the men and called first. When Inik was no longer in a joking mode, it no only isik, and it no he isik him, but me question to use do you want to be her, or do you cause another place, maybe even another day tourist. Look behind you and see if your men are all done. And you do not have any weapons. The men looked behind them and saw for only 20 of them left. Hold on. Said one of the men, but when Inik injured him and threw the surfeit instantly called him, no, you'll hear it and keep your peace, you will get done. Speaking the words of the man, before they were spoken. By now, the rest of the men were surrounded and realized that they didn't have any weapons. When Inik said, send this message to your. Later, what a pause. Your first son called was out of self-defense, and the threat was well, and the old corpses is very well what and son well did rebounds fatty animals well pick up for their males. Unless you have more children for me to kill, or yeah, yourself went totally, come do it yourself, if you went media. But yo, tall, shall be a feast for the wild animals. I have seen. Your drinks and money, and they are all destroyed alongside your partner in crime. Eben exist, for it, till, is dear. It is now your turn, so that he may continue me work for Sabbath. But he will give you time to repentance and no more after, and it will leave you alone. Come in, on more at him, is also like you and all that is with you according to Sabbath will. When Inik pointed at another man. Yo. Is he what you went to do, but I tell you, if you went to live in another day, Faknef, in your butt will remain sir. He continued, where at the best of the best, you will imagine after the Redmson you have felt, you old cunt you lost and not done, but none let you, are for the didn't even to serve Sabbath. Ik know this, who will probably have you all call for this, returning without me head, and his so-called, hive commander, is dead also. But made he won't. The men also for confessed, and just turned around, no. When Inik said, this horses and weapons are no means. Ya will walk in Talwodipas and Aquand, that this is no longer fear land. No man's land is now Sabbath's land. 15 men stood for while the rest walked away. On a few minutes pushed, my name is Timok, and this is me brother Albors. We went to stay here with ya. When Inik shut them into see what their hearts were in locked at them, welcome. First looked hid this tower to peso, and when Inik planned has men gathered to the seats, horses, weapons, and with rations and fed men and fed back to camp. When Inik looked at Abid John, as he entered the gates and went, there will be war between we pass, and shall surely for his civil. Abi said, that is for certain. When Inik got on a fidget sets, how do you read this thing? Abi said, training in the morning, after a training with Jamie and Kenji. When Inik was up his head, the virgin is to revon, so training is for Virion. Well, in thinking about it, again, when it was all left behind fetch on Effen, it cousin, all that, hidden the desert. When Inik do pass for a while and smelt, you know what. Leave the deep striking and fison, for a heavy an idea. Well, you better make that wool, Sabbath just made a way for us to get to a fib and the rest of them, back. Her, quicker. It took him, what 8.5 days to differ. How long will we get to them on office? Obed said, about 3.5 to 4 hours, or less. When Inik the smooth and shook his head, Sabbath is able. Obed replied, indeed, yes. But what is that run for? When Inik smelled. Still working in Fatide, either way, Woodipus will come at home. Later that night, after everyone had gone in for the night, when Inik pulled down and stared at the festers and what, you were black. You were black. Mind, body, and soul. What makes me and me people unique? Who possess an ain't Nazaris, who not the rest, who possess sex. Me people have never considered ourselves better than the rest. Yes, I fact 8 ways you will confess that. However, they seem to read your backs about these facts. And what makes you, a person, a human, no different from the rest. On a coin just fat fact. But, on thing is for certain, we have a long ride home. And we have to do it on. My people, we have a long ride home. They took the body already, and is it, abuse it, molest it, and then abandon it. Fate alone works on the mind. Start believing the truth is ally. And ally is the truth. Start doing things to prove you are worthy. But the things you do are, Bennett. I'm talking to both, you and me. Saying, it's me fault, and maybe deserve it. That's your man talking, that feeling of being alone, and it looks to be forgone. But this all. That soul has the strength of 10,000 men alone. So come out of the way throne. It will be like opening the window of your body. Opening the window of your mind. And shame in trial. Destroying that hands ya. Yo ask duhi. Wahe de digit chasen. Told je farasig. Ebis, you said, molested, and tested. I'll say, because you were chosen, you were appointed, you were blessed, you were gifted, you were anointed, you were black. Alfred and his group left Las Cruces, New Mexico, and came to Laguna de Bastolas. They circled a bend in town to the northernmost region, fugitive for federal and didn't want to safe destruction. Until they cleared that area, they established a base of operation. Expecting desert, they were a full surplus. It was Greenland with rich soil, perfect for farming. Alfred plus 3 cubes in the lights with ball by trips. 2 tents on top of the land. While the strategically placed there and around camp citizen a location that would benefit from any attack into camp. Once everything was in place, they all searched for food. Some went fishing while others went hunting, and women combined her means of each rations begin media. Lardy feast. Setting for reading a map and eating his meal, Alfred said to the group, even if worry about 5 hours away, he didn't want any into Fakua or deliver. We will not make her in until after 7 days, until we get into one need. If something happens or there is an emergency, please abandon your post and meet her. Pointing to the map of them. Abandon Bolin in Vista Hermosa as a continued. If you cannot make it her, visit the communication devices, and we will do what we have to do, accordingly. Still in the map and task for a second. Now, according to Jim, highway 5 from Colonel Varobrin to Card which is heavy traffic, 24-hour transportation to and from Colony and Wake, worth a change shift. Pointing it at Seoul, your speed passes desk trails, so you will only walk at night. In the morning, just sit tight as the rest of us do our thing. During the day, you will rest her, and hold the fort down. Observe and monitor with Vivian Falak. Myself, Joy, and Emerald will check out this colony and high. Afilsa, young, sir that colony Alvaro Brin walk your way to Pizzeria Sierra. Zobin, you and Del started Kadmak and walk your way up to Pizzeria Sierra. Taking another bait of his fall, ons. You all reach Pizzeria Sierra, head back to camp. Zobin, you and Del should leave it about Sustam, in a time to reach the town by morning. And Afisa, you and Ian leave around Amsterdam. They finish at the same fair plans and Quaco lay down for the night. The next morning, while heading to Colony and Huck, Alidib was in a good mood, and had an idea, and said with his mouth, "Oh, look, you'll gonna be me house, and I'll be your pimp." Joy, surprisingly, said, "I don't know how to act like no prostitute." Amardad said, "It's easy. You have to switch, really hard." Joy, with a puzzled look, switch. Amardad smiled, "Yuck, now move your hips." Alfred looked at Amardad, "Go ahead and show her." Amardad walked ahead of them a few feet, switched her hips, turned around, and headed back toward them, like this. Joy said, "Oh, I can do that." She walked up, barely moving her hips, and said, "Like this." Alfred burst out laughing, "How tough now? You're not making a penny look fat, and I see you got that. This is the thing we're talking about the other day." Joy, with a strained look, "What this is?" Alfred said, "No settle." Alfred and Amardad started laughing even harder. Jay got mad, and all had grabbed at her. "I'm just playing around, baby. You'd thought a little is seen it, enough to pretend it." Amarded was blushing, while Joy slowly put a smile on her face. "Fen old lib," jokingly said. "Ha ha ha, y'all bet this better have me money," and started running away from Jack, as such as him. Zubin and Dal reached Kadmakaran Sinant, Salasan and Sawan bus related to the back of a Bolin. Della turned to Zubin. "Are you faking what I'm faking?" Zubin said, "No, what are you faking?" Dali said, "We take his bus, and run his route while Williston in unpopulous conversations." Zubin said, "What about him?" "He may fall someone." Dahlia replied, "We'll lock him up, tee him up, whatever. We'll figure that out later." They rushed to the back of the building, where he was urinating, and Zubin pinned him against the wall as urine sprayed all over his shoes. The man said, "Hey." Zubin and Dahlia interrupted the man for 5 minutes. Zubin told the old man, "Sorry, but he can't take any chances." Knocking the old man out, he treated his hands and feet with worse and rags he found scattered around the area. Dali subsifted into the bus driver, and Zubin shrank himself down and jumped into one of her pockets. Loading all their weapons into bags, they loaded the bus. People were upset and fussing over being late. Dali started the bus and did as the bus driver instructed her, picking up and dropping off people as they headed. At the same time, Zubin walked amongst the people, as Mala Sakal, learning what Sakal. Arabin at Colonial Varo brain around Sabak, Arba Mustam, Fisad Young, already covered in distance and added just a bit more to their homeless and handicapped. The Fasamak son of his feed McClarth and father, and the inputs and some brock shed she found earlier to appear blonde. Walking up to busy intersections and asking for money, while in red people's mints. Fisa were not seeing gave him to him. At Arat Salasatam, all four warriors met secretly at Tezuriala Serenadated Rod of Campos Ramst, discussing their findings and realizing that survival was night. They determined that it was time to return to camp. Sil and her in the half to camp, they all were weary, hungry, and injured. When they heard space cruisers coming in their direction, they all headed through space cruisers carrying 20 people past them and landed just ahead of them. Zubin walked, and it was the old bus driver had knocked out. He looked carefully and saw 4 women, a man, 3 children, and an old lady holding the foot of the bus driver. They waited up while firemen started beating and turfing them. 3 men jumped off the space cruisers as the driver could have been in swell enough them approached the woman. "I'm going to start with you, Granny." Holding his crutch as he continued, "Ikno the old man hasn't said video. Maybe you'll get in last or guessing, before you do, afterward, they walk me way down to fit baby with her. Then me man will follow as you expand and his children watch, and then will call you and leave you her door." Zubin and the facade and facility and us. From fair hitting. "Let's see how you are supposed to do that when you are there." The old man raised his head. "That's him, that's the guy that helped me best." And Zubin said to the old man, "Sorry, my friend, but you needed to do that. But I promise you one thing, you will not do today." The rest of the warriors walked out with their weapons around and ready to fight. The firemen stopped beating the men, and the brothers turned toward the Facente warriors, as the leader said, "What the fuck are you? And what business is it of yours? On what you do?" Zubin said, "If only had him, they will teach you how to respect women and children, but that'll be a quick lesson before you do. It will love for you if they'll be done by a woman." Yan Jin hesitated and said, "Me. Please sir." Yin rushed toward the man, and as the man leaned out to punch her, she quickly cut off his arm as she made a backflip. She quickly decapitated the man. Before the rest of the men could react, the rest of the warriors threw stairs, calling them instantly as Zubin in the facade of the men and put them into space cruisers while Yin and Dali and the women and children and they all headed toward the campsite.